People can see us, and people can hear us.
That's a scary thought.
They made this choice. They knew what they were getting into.
Okay.
Boop. Give her a second here. Maybe there will be people that jump in.
Catch up. What are you going to do with your Marvel stuff now?
What Marvel stuff? I haven't gotten it yet.
Oh, that's right. You everything is one bundle thing. I forgot.
Are you sitting here just like sweating bullets seeing people post all their folded up and bent Marvel stuff?
Oh, I'm not looking forward to getting mine.
Clenched asshole the whole time until it actually arrives. Just
Until it arrives and I open it and I see every single card that is supposed to be in there.
Yes.
It is nerve-wracking. The fact that so many people were pretty quickly. And I'm hoping for you, since you'll probably be on the second wave or third wave.
Yeah, I don't know.
Printing?
Mine's set aside is what I would guess, but
Yeah.
Already pre-printed. Like
Yeah.
my thought was like the reason why all these are bent are they're the first batch that got sent out.
No, this was what it was, and you had the option to either get, like, if you did the extra life package deal, whatever you're gonna do.
Right.
Which also I didn't know that they were back ordered on those even, in a sense, because like that was their whole thing too. Was like you can wait till all of it comes together, or you can like have it come in separate packages. So I opted to have not separate packages, so I didn't really save money actually. Which it's whatever, but no, what Garrett's gonna have what they made, just like I did, and he also won't get an arcane signet just like me, or he'll randomly get one. Actually, it'd be kind of funny.
I'll
Actually,
get 3.
That would be fucking dope. Because of all like the random mistakes things you've seen too, where people are like, I got 2 Captain Americas. Where's my Iron Man? Or with all that stuff. Yeah, Garrett's gonna get 3 arcane signets now.
That'd be pretty good for you.
I didn't get one single arcane signet in my order, but I got 3.
Got 3, and I wasn't supposed to get any.
How? They do look pretty good though. Did you get yours in foil?
No.
No. Okay.
I just did non-foil.
That's fine. But if I'll try to remember for the next time we're all together and we're here, I'll bring them so I can show you the foil versions, because they actually surprisingly are like really nice in foil. Like they're pretty top notch on their rainbow foil for these ones. So I was like, this is pretty good. So I'm happy, excited.
When are you not?
When I don't play Magic, or when I lose on Arena to algorithms and draw like 5-7 lands in a row.
Dude, the other day,
Sadness.
Tuesday I was playing some Arena. I got a case of the bad beats. I was like borderline salty because 2 games I played, best of 3.
Yep.
Both games lost, both round 1, round 2, because draw your 7, 4 lands, 3 spells. I'm like, okay, I'll accept this. That's a little land heavy, but I can deal with this. The next 5 turns lands, and I got beat by Cruel Aggro. Round 1, and then second game it was 3-to-4 ratio. I'm like, better. Fucking drew all lands again.
Yeah.
Oh my
I don't know.
God. And I could have drawn past it because I had an entity tracker, but they killed it, and I didn't have an enchantment to save it. I'm like, I need to be drawing cards because I keep drawing these lands.
I mean, I've been there with that too, where I have land, or I have the ability to draw cards, and I still draw more lands. So I'm like, I don't get how that works, but okay.
Yeah. It was frustrating. Hello and welcome, Magic Folk, to episode 237 of This Week in MTG, your aggregate news podcast for all things Magic the Gathering. We're your hosts. I'm Matt. No Danny over here. He is not
There. He's not there.
He's gone.
He's gone. Over there, Big G.
What's up?
Welcome back. It's been a month.
Well, I mean,
I mean, it's our schedule and stuff there,
Yeah.
too. It just feels so long.
Yeah.
The other voice that maybe you heard or not
Uh-huh.
is just Anthony. I had to double check to make sure you didn't type anything in there.
Didn't have anything to put, so just Anthony tonight.
Just Anthony tonight. We're going to take a second at the top here to say thank you to all of our dedicated listeners of the pod. We're grateful for the opportunity to bring you the latest updates, insights, and discussions from around the world of Magic each week. Here's to many more episodes of shared excitement and community in the realm of Magic the Gathering. Now, if you're being entertained by the content we're producing, go to the podcast app you're using right meow to rate and review us, which helps us tremendously doing the algorithm thingamabob. Easily one of our favorite ways that you can support us, though, is by word of mouth, by telling your friends, your family, your LGS rival. That is great. Now, all that podcast business out of the way, let's jump to the breakdown where we'll tell you what you're going to be hearing this week. We got some good news starting off. We're going to go over to the Boggle Desk where we have a Salt and Sugar report, some local RCQ standings, and we're going to talk maybe about a Birds of Paradise. I don't think that was its official name. An event there. Then tell you about some upcoming events. Then we'll jump into the news, where we have a good amount of news, I would say, and some pretty big ones. Products coming out, digital products coming out, less products coming out.
Yeah.
After that, we'll play everyone's favorite game, the Contra Currency, and then we'll end. We'll be done.
Done.
And then you'll see us in a week. So let's jump on over to that Boggle Desk there, Salt and Sugar report. Anthony.
I have no sugar because I'm refusing to let Christmas into my house still.
Really?
It's not working. Christmas has already busted in my door, so I have no choice. But I'm going to try my best.
Am I missing the joke here?
I think I am too. What are you being, a Scrooge?
No, I'm a Grinch.
Oh.
If you don't really know me about Christmas, I do not like the Christmas music right after Halloween stuff and all the decorations and all. It's like, listen, we have Thanksgiving still, and I just try to push back as much as I can before it enters in my house and really like consumes everything around me.
I don't know if you
because
realize this.
You're a dad now, dude.
We're in December.
I know I'm a dad, but I'm just saying I can kind of slow it a little bit.
Bring the Christmas cheer. See that beautiful brightness on that kid's face.
Dude, the brightness from my son's face is when he's jumping from the top rope and slamming us.
And get yourself an elf on the shelf.
No, I am not. Fuck that. I'm never doing Elf on the Shelf. I hate that shit.
You do understand it's December, though.
I know it's December. Our
It's
tree
past-
is up. Our stockings are up downstairs. Everything's going. I'm putting up lights tomorrow. I know.
So then what the fuck's the problem?
You just got your stockings in a
Listen.
bunch.
I just want only a solid week of Christmas. I don't need 7 months of it.
You're a mean one.
That's right.
No,
Mr. Grinch.
don't dignify him with the song.
That's
He's
right.
being a Scrooge right now, not a Grinch.
I don't care. Anyways, no sugar. No, I don't have any sugar.
You didn't kick any crutches out from little Timmy's nearby?
Why would I do that to a poor kid?
I mean, your attitude towards Christmas kind
To
of gives the vibe.
adults is fine.
You're going to kick the crutch out of a Timmy.
No, if a Timmy kid walks by, I'm going to make sure to give him a big old 12-8 Uncommon Dinosaur from Foundations and be like, you're a good kid, keep on rolling. Or, sorry, crutching. Well, he's not in a wheelchair. I can't say rolling. That's the point. Anyways, Salt, all I have for Salt. Haven't played Magic in a long time. And then I got busy this weekend, so I couldn't hit up both of the, one or both of the Docs tournaments this weekend. So,
Well,
perfect.
fine. I've got some magic sugar then.
ooh,
I've been updating decks.
Ooh.
And
Commander?
So, Commander decks, yes.
Just Commander?
Just Commander.
Okay.
It's trying to force that standard on you.
Damn it.
No, Standard's on Arena. I'm not playing Standard paper.
Play paper with us.
No, I don't have time enough anyway. I'm not adding another format. So I hit up J-Dubs for their Black Friday special.
Nice.
Ooh.
They have some pretty good stuff.
Bought some Commander decks.
Were they the buy two get one, or were they the 20% off?
Buy two, get one.
Okay, I know. I got that,
Yep.
and I got J-Dubs and Docs
Yeah,
confused.
Docs.
Yep. So I got 2 Lord of the Rings decks that I didn't, because I hadn't bought any of the Lord of the Rings ones.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yep.
You did.
So I bought the Elven Council
Hmm.
and took shit out of it to put into my elf deck.
Let me guess your second one. Was it Sauron.
No, they only had Sam and Frodo left, and the Elven
Oh.
Council. So I kept Sam and
Well.
Frodo. That one actually looks a lot of fun.
That is a really cool
So-
deck.
Side note: I was able to play that one back in August. My buddy Brandon went down.
Oh, yeah.
We went down to the cities with. He picked up the Sam and Frodo deck and the
Aragon
Aragon and the Aragon. So
Yeah,
I got to play
four
Sam and
color.
Frodo,
Nice.
with a Jessica.
and it was very fun. There's the prize pig does some fucking work in that deck.
Ooh,
It looks like it does.
Prize Pig is really good.
So I've been updating some decks. So I even updated my mono white. It's going to be mono white enchantment now versus artifact enchantment with Saram. But
Okay.
so did that, and then Life Taker and Goose and I were playing last week.
Oh yeah. I fell asleep.
Elves went fucking off.
I missed that game.
And Goose is sitting there like, what the fuck? Why aren't you attacking us? You're just making little 1/1 elves that are getting bigger. Like, I know what I'm
I'm
doing.
good
I
there.
know what I'm doing with this deck.
This is your Lathril deck, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm
Okay.
giving them their protein shakes.
didn't-
They're sitting back.
Didn't even play Lathril. Didn't even cast her.
Didn't need to.
And all of a sudden, swing out, win. And he goes, "That's it. Rematch. Same decks. Let's go." I'm like,
Oh, it sounds like Goose.
all right.
What was he playing even?
He played. Fuck. What was he playing? I don't remember.
His
which one he
Caesar
was-
deck. He likes the Caesar deck. Oh
He-
no, he was.
He has been playing that one for a while.
Was he excited about finally getting that?
Oh, yeah.
Demon deck, the Lord of Pain.
That's what he was.
Velg.
Oh yeah, that's
Velgava-
what. That's
Velgava
right.
Deck.
Because the Lord of Pain deck got a lot of pain to it.
Hey.
So,
Got him.
second round ended up getting just a bunch of mana dorks, and then he played Howling Mind and just let me keep drawing, and then I had a nice package where basically play an elf, draw a card type of shit, play a creature, draw a card type of shit, and then Howling Mind into Marwyn. So elf comes in, gets a +1, not just cast, comes in
Enters.
And then it taps for mana equal
equal
the
to
plus
its
one counter.
power.
Yep.
Yeah,
Equals
okay.
power.
But then also had a Genesis Wave, and
Oh God.
and on the field I had Elvish Archdruid. I had the new Archdruid out of the Jumpstart.
Yep.
So I got to double tap one of my Archdruids. I had Priest of Titania,
It's pretty good.
and then I had the Circle of Dreams Druid.
So,
yeah.
so what you're saying is you had almost no deck left by the
What you're
time you put
saying-
everything on the board.
What he's trying to tell us
I
is
may
he
or-
had an elf explosion
I
happen.
may or may not have had a big elf collection on the field after Genesis Wave
elf
for 29.
explosion.
fucking 9.
29.
It's no longer-
And then I purposely kept some mana open because I had Overwhelming Stampede in my hand.
Oh,
So
Dianus, the elvish archdruid.
Yeah. So even
Oh.
though Marwyn couldn't attack,
Oh.
Marwyn gave everything +12 and trample.
That is not an elf ball. That is an elf avalanche.
It's elf brick.
Brick. God
So-
damn.
So it was. I sat there and I was like, oh.
I bet you John was just laughing for both games.
I can't remember what deck he was playing,
He
but he's
doesn't.
like, this deck isn't gonna do shit. This deck isn't gonna be competitive at all. I'm like, I'm playing this one just because I upgraded it and I want to test out some of the things. And I was like, holy shit,
I will say,
this went off
it sounds like
more
it's-
than usual.
I will say though, I do enjoy John and Chris. Like they do bring a lot to the table, always for comedic relief, at least.
What is Commander if you don't have someone for the comedic relief?
It's true.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just a bunch of sticks in the mud, like still crying over Mana Crypt.
Oh, and I've got.
My mana crypt.
I'm only missing 5 copies of the tokens that I need right now.
Oh, like tokens.
Ooh,
Yep.
Getting closer.
Yep.
Are they hard to find tokens? Or are they
A
pricey
handful
tokens?
of them.
Are they
So I
some
ha-
that I haven't gotten you yet?
Well, I probably have gotten some of the ones that you were saying you were going to get to me, but
Probably.
just
Jeez,
because
Anthony, drop the ball. Why
just
don't you?
because I
We're
put
busy.
in an order with Card Kingdom, I'm like, well, I might as well get over $50 and get my free shipping
Well, yeah. I mean,
with my store credit.
yes.
So, but one of the sticky notes that I had all my tokens that I needed, I had somewhere else other than the other two.
No.
So I got the other two pretty much taken care of sticky notes. And not just sticky notes, sticky note. Big sticky note.
For those that didn't see the hand gesture there in the pod.
It's not the normal square. It's
No.
the big rectangle.
There you go.
So, yeah, no. Just been updating decks and I turn my chair around in my own office and I go, which one needs to be upgraded? That one.
I choose you today. We're gonna make you better.
There you go. There's my
Okay.
sugar.
That's good. That's some good sugar.
That is some good sugar. It's
Oh,
always good to feel that you're upgrading a deck and then kicking legit ass.
legitimate.
Well, and at this point, too, now that I've completed the 32 challenge, some of these precons, like, maybe take a deck down and go, I don't really like this one much anymore. I'm going to do this one. So maybe my infect, poison, toxic deck will not exist anymore, and it'll just be the Sam and Frodo deck spot.
I mean, fair. It takes a certain kind of person to be an infect player.
Oh, I have infect in other decks.
Triumph of the Hordes or like
Yeah,
full on
just
infect?
Triumph of the Hordes.
Just Triumph the Hordes.
Then you're not an infect player.
That's just a win con.
See, that's what people say until all of a sudden I play Triumph of the Hordes and win due to infect.
Yeah, but sorry, we're not going to go down that road. There actually is a huge debate spot of that situation between does that make you an infect player or is that just a win con?
Why
It's not in the
both?
Go Shintai deck, so it's not a win con.
It could be.
Hey, how about these events?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're going to talk about these events.
Starting off, we got the Paradox, which is all on you there, Anthony.
Yeah,
There's
so
no-
today,
there's no link.
no, because there is no need for link, because we're just going to talk about it and then move on to this Bird of Paradise one. But yeah, so this weekend, Paradox is having their back-to-back standard RCQs since the one in November didn't fire because a lot of things happened. A lot of problems and issues came up, and also Foundations released that weekend, which makes it a little bit hard for people to get their decks modified and tested with. So Paradox moved that one to this weekend with their other one, and they had two, which is fine. Once again, both these tournaments are top two seeded players get invites to the next RCs, which is Minneapolis, and the other one was
Portland.
Yes, Portland. So I didn't have time to go play today because I'm an adult and I have things to do. So
I feel you.
shit happens, whatever. I won't be there tomorrow because I have other stuff to do as well. So maybe January. I'll try in January.
And the good news is, it's past Christmas and you're not going to be a Scrooge.
That's right. I'll be a happy guy because it'll be a new year.
A new year with a Christmas tree starting off. How upset would you be?
No, never mind talking about that. Anyways, so they had 35 attendees today, which is pretty good. That's I was. Whew. I'm pretty sure that's. I think this broke even the modern attendance. I think the modern. No, this was one or two shy of the modern 1K ones. Still though, for your
Really
first
good.
big standard one though, that's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
So 35 attendees. I have top 8 deck lists that I will just cover what they are. Nothing too specific to go into. Also, we're not going to be going into I'm not making deck list rosters for this at all because by the time these are even relevant, they're going to be changed again, so it doesn't really matter. So, top 8 people, we had one playing, let me start from here. One playing Is It Capricious Hellraiser.
Very hyped when you mentioned that because I got my ass handed to me by that deck 2 weeks ago on
Yes.
Arena.
And if you want to know about it, you can find it in our Discord or you can look it up online. I mean, it's actually a pretty popular deck right now that people have been trying out.
Yeah. The gist is you just keep bouncing stuff back. You have Capricious Hellraiser, which is a dragon from 1.
Yep.
That-
All be one.
That's cheaper, and you copy spells, and you make just 4/4 dragons that just beat ass.
Yeah, you just
It
it's
goes-
a cool combo.
It goes
deck,
for the
you know?
grindy game.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed getting my ass handed to me. It was very powerful. I could not do shit.
Yep. And then there was, of course, Matt's favorite deck that he's been playing that also made top 8, which was the Azorius Auras deck.
The pants have been worn.
My deck, Demir Midrange, was in top 8 as well that I'm working with.
Surprise, surprise.
Boros.
Is it mid-range or is it fairies?
It's mid-range. Okay. And there's no such thing as Demir Fairies in Standard yet.
Yet.
For now. Then there was also a Boros Burn deck. We had a
Take note, Danny.
Yeah, take note, Danny. A Azorius Convoke deck. It seems to be Convoke deck.
No Oculus?
Nope. Night Aaron of Eos was in here.
Okay.
But they are running.
Is it like blue for the sideboard tech then? Because
No. Oh, sorry. No. This is Jeskai. Sorry, it's Jeskai Convoke.
okay. There
I
we go.
missed the lands where I saw the red because I was like, "Where's the red at?" And I saw the sideboard Urbrass Forge. I was like, "Never mind. I was an idiot." Missed the red. So Jeskai Convoke for one. This is one that I saw that I thought was interesting. There was a Naya like aggro deck, like
Okay.
Naya Prowess kind of.
Okay. So
Nothing like super crazy to talk about, but just like it's a listing of like it's just like they smashed together your Gruul Prowess with some of the stuff from the Auras deck. And
okay.
it works out. I mean, it gets you what you want. And
Maybe top 8 in this.
If it's a top 8, that's all that matters. And then we also have this one, the Teamer.
Otter combo?
Yeah, the Teamer Otter combo made it in, and the last one was looks to be a Gruul Prowess deck with the Innkeeper's Talent. So, yeah, that was your top 8. I mean, wide range. There's one of every single deck in here,
Yeah.
so there's no repeats, which is pretty cool. And then
Shows the diversity of standard right now.
yeah, and then like I said, not going to worry about really the deck lists and stuff to hand out to people and tell them because, like I said, it changes literally by the day. Like my deck that I was prepping with and getting ready for this tournament myself, literally every day there was some new version of some new tech idea, and I'm just like, I feel like this just comes down to what you want to play. So, other than that, that was today's. Tomorrow's you can hit up again. Paradox will have their second one. And just a reminder, it is a 10 o'clock registration start, and 10:45 is the first round. So if you want to be there, you got to be there on time.
Wait.
Yeah, wait. He'll be hopefully there tomorrow. So that's what I got for that. We should take it over to our...
I really find it really funny that the two of you are telling people to be on time.
Well, guess what?
Hold on now.
It changes.
Don't be twisting this back on us. We're trying to be comedians here.
That's why I'm saying the joke is really funny.
It is. Time is
The
irrelevant.
two of you are telling people to be on time.
It's a great joke. Lives on forever.
Like, there's the running joke online. Like, if you have to rely on one friend on being on time, and if they're late, you win $1 billion. Who are you inviting? You two are at the top of my list.
But who are you picking?
Yeah, who you picking?
Ha! Suck it.
I don't care. Listen, the older I get, the less I really care about things.
As we could tell about your Christmas behavior.
Listen, don't make me put coal in your stocking too, okay, motherfucker? Just calm it down over there. All right, let's go to this MTGO Standard Challenge for Birds of Paradise, as they were calling it. This one, Matthew. Oh, you don't. Where's your little cool screen thing to put up? You don't want to put up your grid?
The grid.
The grid. All right, so I'm gonna run quick over with the top 8 decks. We had Jeskai Convoke, we had Dimir Midrange, then we had in your top 3 through 4 spots, Red deck wins, Golgari Demons. Wow, that's amazing. And then we also had Mono White Tokens, Esper Reanimator, which, by the way, though, Esper Reanimator making a top 8, I would say is pretty awesome. I didn't get to look at this list right away. Looking at it now, though, it makes me laugh really hard, but I also think it's awesome how they did it, because the big thing for this deck that they're running with is using Urborg Scavengers and using Zatalpa. So you can have
Let's go.
big beats.
Well, that was the thing that everyone was talking about right away when Zatalpa was shown to be in Foundation. It's like, you got...
Well, even Sire of Seven Deaths was one, too, that people talked about, which I'm kind of surprised that's not in here either. For, like, all the keyword pieces, you know?
It's not on the side even? Wow.
No.
Not on the side.
They chose
even.
the teleport. Well, they want the flying and they want the indestructible part and the double strike more.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, though, and then of course too, Esper Animator using Kiora, the Rising Tide, as a 4 of it here too. So I mean, like once again, it's cool to see that it made top 8. It's one that I know in standards has been talked about as a lower tier deck. So still powerful, but on the low end. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure most of the stuff I scanned through, the other ones are not much different than the normal things. So,
No. Because, demons are doing their thing with the Annex is being very popular, drawing cards.
yeah,
I was actually wanting to look in here since Foundations came out if they had that Mutavault.
Oh.
Yep, there's a single copy
Yep.
of Soulstone
Yep.
Sanctuary.
they
in
use
here.
and they use that just because it's a cheaper demon
Right.
and doesn't hurt you in some way. Another thing to note too is like if you see Golgari demons running around, this was a big uptick because Golgari basically saw the usage of it at the World's Championship stuff done by Demir, and it's like, well, we don't need the whole thing. Let's just take the good parts and go, okay. So I mean, if you switch it over to Golgari, you get rid of the Jace, you get rid of the Doomsday, you take the rest of it. Guess what? You have a pretty fucking good deck still.
You get Glissa, which is very strong.
Yeah.
It's a kick-ass card.
So, and the other argument for the deck too, though, that I've seen a lot online and through some podcast posts too, is run more Glissa. She's really fucking good. And this is the one from All Be One, not the Merchant Machines one.
Yeah. 3 mana, 3/3, first strike, death touch, deals combat damage. You choose one, draw a card, lose a life, destroy an enchantment, or remove up to 2 counters from a permanent.
Yes. What else was there? I'm kind of curious about these red deck wins decks.
Glissa
Let's
takes the
see.
pants off auras, which makes me sad.
pants, boy.
Oh golly.
I don't know what you really need to say about red deck wins. It's
This one's pretty much like revamped Gruul Prowess, essentially.
I don't know. Do you count it? They're adding Questing Druid, 2 Questing Druid and Snakeskin Veil to stop from all the removal because
And
it gets
Bushwhack. But their entire sideboard, though, you look is huge on green.
right.
I mean, like I said, this is where like I think the red deck wins is just the overstated name for the archetype. I mean, reality is like it's a Gruul variant, or you're playing a Rakdos variant, or you're playing a Boros variant. You know,
I would argue.
depending on which way you want to go. Boros definitely is defined.
Yeah, and I think this one's pretty good because it
No.
again makes it
Yeah.
saves it from go from the throats and cut downs, which
Yeah.
is like
And they
anointed
also-
affliction. Like,
Yeah,
those
and
are
this also
premier.
too, like they focus on more on the mouse package versus trying to do the scamp and the hero and stuff like that,
Yeah, they got the double strike offspring mouse, the manifold mouse.
which I think is a good choice.
Yeah.
The other red deck is actually is more closer to a red deck and stuff, and that's still similar things. So, Demons decks, mono white tokens decks. That's another one to like watch out for. This is your mono white control deck. That kind of has been popping up. This is actually a really cool deck. I listened on the Dive Down, talked about a little bit of analysis on this one.
R.I.P.
Yeah, I know.
They'll be coming back. They'll be coming back.
I'm not worried. But yeah, this deck though is super fucking cool. I think.
Well, is the whole thing that makes this kind of do its thing is Carrot Cake is the weird glue that puts this together? Is that what people say?
So, yes and no. So the thing is like you have the Carrot Cake, you have Sunfall, you have the Virtual Loyalty, you have Elspeth, new Archangel Elspeth. Like you're just playing around this whole thing where you're letting your opponent take as much advantage as possible, and then when the time is right, you then flip the page and go, I'm just going to have my tokens and beat you up. Because, I mean, you have all the best removal possible. You have Get Lost, you have Lay Down Arms, you have your mass removals that are really good. You have also Season of the Burrow is another one that makes a bunch of rabbit tokens. Like, you just, like I said, it's just, you get to that point and you just go, floop, and then you go after them. And, like, the best part, too, is it's all control in white. And, like, even in this one, you see there's, like, a little bit of blue for using Jace the Perfected Mind. I guess if you want to mill them out, too, to try to also alternate win, go for it. But it's still mono white.
It's a pivot.
Yeah, it's a pivot. So I think it's really cool. I think it's awesome. Sunken Citadel with your fountain port makes everything cheaper. So, I mean, you got it there. And then I did see the Dimir mid-range deck's a little bit different. I don't know if this is the way to go, but this one is kind of using a weird like spell stutter and change the equation counterspell package, but they only have Fairy Mastermind as a fairy, so
Well, if they're going for the tempo, that's all they need is like throw you off by 1 or 2 mana and make you like decide, do you want this spell and you're paying 2 mana? Because the whole thing about Dimir tempo is like you kind of know what you're going up against and you can like play properly to it. It's like, oh, my opponent is casting Carrot Cake. I'm going to spell stutter it. It's like, do they need the Carrot Cake? Or
I get that, but that's the argument I would put down for spell stutter though, where it's like if you want a counterspell thing, like Phantom Interference is way better. You know,
I mean, I can't.
I mean,
I can't
depending
speak
on
to it.
I know. I'm just saying, like in situational type of things, like I don't know. I'm still a firm believer. Like right now in the meta, we're not at a point where counterspell magic, even at a tempo level, is really worthy of usage. But then, like I said, I could be wrong. I've only been playing out arena. I haven't had a chance to really play in some paper tournaments, so that could be different. I do like the fact that they're running the Azure Beastbinder. That's a card that I actually have in my roster for putting in my main board, so I'm glad to see that.
I like that card.
But otherwise, and they also have Mockingbird. That's another one I've been thinking about using too, because Mockingbird having the ability to double up on any of your creatures that are not legendary.
Oh, that's how you get more fairies. Hence spell stutter.
I guess. There you go. But anyways, maybe that's the way to go. So other than that, looks like it was a good turnout for the tournament. I mean, even looking through the roster of other decks that they have, like they have some very interesting ones too. Simic Terror is one we could highlight later on. Not really what we're talking about now. And then breakdown of what like your top cards are would probably be like Annoying Affliction. Anything for red decks would be like Monastery Mentor, all that stuff. So like basically standard right now, primo stuff.
Indeed.
So anything else you want to talk about that? You want to show the little cool grid, or do we already do that? That's not the grid.
It's not the grid. These are the top cards.
The grid.
This includes sideboard, but win rates, I guess, we'll mention. Overall, Golgari Demons, that has roughly a 51% win rate in all of Standard in the last 2 weeks on recorded data from MTG decks.
Yep.
Had 407 matches. Dimir mid-range, 55% win rate out of 381 matches. Boros Burn, 52% win rate out of 324. Red Deck wins, 59% out of 228 matches. The Mono White Tokens deck, 59% out of 159 matches.
Wow. There we go. Moving on, upcoming events. Like I said, Paradox tomorrow. And then the only other thing to note is J-Dub's end-of-year Standard Champs, which will be next Saturday. It'll be at noon to 4. Entry fee $10. Participation, you'll get a Chromatic Sphere promo, Top Cut Reality Smasher promo, and the winner will get the Void Winnower promo.
Fancy.
So yeah,
that's the textless one.
these are all fancy, and the winnower, if you get it, is the textless one. So
You can't
if
even.
you are, I just
can't
can't
even fucking read it.
I
even
can't. I
read
can't. Yeah, I can't fucking read this card anymore. But yeah, so if you want to participate in that next week, $10 at J-Dubs. Maybe I'll try to do that one. That'd be kind of fun, actually. Probably won't make it there.
Is it standard?
It is standard. It's their end of year store championship.
There we go.
So
If you read the event, it explains the event.
If I listen, I'm not reading it. I'm listening to Anthony, and I just tuned out.
I can see where you're confused then. He doesn't know how to read.
fuck y'all. All right, let's go over some news time. The news.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into a quickie because it's not really news. It's just an announcement. Hey, ban and restriction announcements coming off, so we'll see what happens. A lot of people are speculating that on December 16th, the One Ring will finally be banned. But who knows? We've already gone through how many banning announcements, and the One Ring hasn't been on there.
Hey, man, I mean, we thought Trump would get elected again. Guess what? He did. So Could be like a One Ring situation too with him.
Let's not go down that road. Please. Let's just not.
Wasn't it? I think Casey was saying that he'd want us to talk about the One Ring getting banned.
Well,
So
Casey,
what's our thoughts on the One Ring and
Honestly,
its potential?
It,
And for
it's
those
the
that know
front. It's the
Modern.
front runner for Modern for getting banned. I don't think it'll shake too much up, but I mean, I think something will affect the energy decks
Oh yeah, because that is
in the bannings, and
I hope they would, because
But-
they need to find something. Like, not that nothing wrong with like energy being like the aggressive deck it is and doing what it does for in a general sense, but like it just needs a little tapering, little tweak.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, like for ideas. So process of what I look at for the One Ring. Is it a great card? Is it a lot of fun? Do I enjoy it myself personally? Yes. A lot of people enjoy it that play it. Yes. Reality for the health of the format, it needs to go. I'm 100% behind that. It's had its time, has day in the
good
sun.
thing that wasn't open.
So it's time for it to go. It has spent its time making money, doing its thing, whatever, whatnot.
If you've
And-
got copies, sell them. Sell them now
Yeah,
I've
if you
been-
don't
to
want
me
them, or
for cheap.
or
in
hang
case
on
they
to
don't
them.
get banned.
Hang on to them. Put them in your commander deck too.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do. Like
Yeah.
I got extra copies. I'm going to be putting in my commander decks anyways. So whatever.
There's copies going for like $60 and stuff,
Yeah.
and $40 as
Yeah.
well. So it's dropped a lot. I've
So,
been sharing that in the
you know,
Discord.
You know
Reality
what,
is
though?
too. Time to buy would be also right now
You know what though?
because at the OG price.
I'm gonna bring this one up
Ooh,
because it needs to be brought up every single banned and restricted announcement.
Ooh.
Unbanned Splinter Twin in Modern.
no,
We got to have that Splinter Twin sympathizer.
no.
All right, but like we said, there's a news quickie. Here's the next news quickie. New product alert! New product alert!
Whoop 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 whoop.
So, because Matt did the ever wonderful thing of actually putting something in here for the note for this one, I am going to read Matt's verbatim notes.
Oh boy.
So that way you all can enjoy them as well. From the article that Matt is quoting within our notes.
Yep, I knew this one's gonna sound good because I'm like, it's short enough.
All right, here we go. Return to the pastoral and perfect plane of Bloomsboro with special promotional tins that feature play boosters from throughout 2024 with 3 different tin designs, each featuring art from Bloomsboro. These make great gift for the holiday season or just a treat for yourself.
Ooh.
You'll be able to find these tins at select Walmart stores. If you live in Fargo, probably not the 13th Avenue. You got to go to the rich one down on 52nd Avenue.
They don't got nothing there.
And at select stores starting in December of 2024. All of these are while supplies last. Each Bloomsboro tin contains the following: 2 traditional foil promo cards with the PRM set symbol. So
Shooting
this
star.
will be the Liliana of the Dark Realms and a patchwork banner.
Gonna pause you there real quick. No different art on those.
Yeah, they're the same art.
They're the same art, which is kind of
Yep.
like a little bit of a bummer.
But at the
Yeah.
same time,
Good cards though.
all the promo cards that you would get out of like stuff like that just end up being like the media promos, and they just have the special foiling. So
Yeah.
not different art. Yeah, same thing. But 2 Bloomsboro play boosters, 1 Magic the Gathering Foundations play booster, an Outlaw of Thunder Junction play booster, and a Murders at Karloff Manor play booster as well. These are only available in the U.S. and Canada and only available in English.
I mean, it's not a bad tin to get.
No, and the tins look pretty cool. I've been seeing a lot of people post about these on
Facebook
Yeah.
on the
groups.
Facebook groups and stuff.
Yeah.
And people have been like, they're excited to get the patchwork
People
banner.
taking
So,
pictures of like the prices. I think $29.99 is.
it's not bad.
Yeah.
You get a cool tin, especially if this is like something for a new player. Like, hey, cool, you get a tin.
$19.99, I think.
$20.
Honestly, $20-$30, still
Yeah.
not bad.
Because also the tin is a limited piece of Wizard as well. So
Yeah, it has I think the manifold mouse.
no, it's the legendary mouse.
Oh, the legendary mouse.
Yep, and then it's got the skunk, and then it's got the otter and the frog and the boat.
Yeah, they run away together.
Yeah.
But yeah, there we go. So other than that, we've got some Secret Lair news. And it has to do with the commander deck that is finally, after a week of being out, finally gotten yesterday a low stock alert.
Ooh.
Wow.
It's as if people are sick of Secret Lair.
Or
Nobody gives two shits about this deck.
I mean, yeah.
Which is too bad.
Or
It's kinda
or
There's no other or on this one.
they printed enough.
Because nobody gives a shit. I'm going with nobody gives a shit on this one. So this one, in case you haven't been keeping up, the name of this one is 20 Ways to Win. So this has a variety of alternate win cons in the deck. It's going for $149.99. It is a ready-to-play 100-card commander deck. It has 10 borderless rainbow foil cards with brand new artworks on them. And I'm sure Anthony's got the cards pulled up right now, so that way if we need to, we can once we get to a certain point.
True.
16 updated non-foil cards with the Secret Lair set symbol, and then 74 non-foil cards with the Planeswalker symbol on them. It also has the display commander printed in that thicker cardstock, not legal for actual play. And then it has 2 rainbow foil shrine tokens, which, remember, those shrine tokens were actually pretty hard to find when the shrine tokens came out.
If I recall correctly, I think they were like $15 for the token.
And I sold them right away when I could because I wasn't playing shrines.
Yep. It's like, I don't freaking need these. Let's cash that.
Bye. Ooh, side note. Fun fact, everybody. Make sure to go through your bulk foils, especially if you have anything from like the Scars of Mirrodin block.
Oh shit! What have you pulled?
What did you find
that's
that
a
was
pretty penny.
expensive?
Alloy Mers in foil were like $15.
Hold on, is Alloymer the one that gives flash?
No,
that's
the
the
one
multicolor.
that's Glimmer.
Oh, okay.
Glimmer gives flash.
Yeah. No, the Alloy Mirror was the one that's it's,
Tap for any color of mana.
It's a 3-mana 2/2 that taps for any color. Yeah.
Okay.
That was from.
I was going through some shit, and I was like,
I think that was from the new Phyrexia set.
I was like, I wonder what what's this worth? And it was like, oh shit! Apparently, I'm going through my foils now.
How much was it?
It's $15.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
That's good.
Also, on a side note, the shrine tokens from Kamigawa, Neon Dynasty, average price are like $5.
There you
Yeah.
go.
You can find some for under $5 here, but just say. So.
All right, but so back to the deck. It also has 10 non-foil double-sided tokens. It is a 5-colored commander deck, where the commander is Goshinta of Life's Origin.
Yeah.
And then it, like I said, it has a variety of win conditions in it. Obviously, the go-to one is like the simple combat damage. It also has like the Maze's End, but if you want a full, like, really good analysis of the deck, go watch Tolarian Community College with the prof giving a good rundown of the deck. The big thing is, just because they talk about Maze's End right here in the article, that they don't really have any good, like, search for gates cards.
No,
They have the one.
You'll if you want this, you'll have to update it for more gates and stuff like that. But like they also couldn't fit that in though, because like when you think about it, if you have like 20 ways to win, like you can't focus on just one thing.
Yeah. So
but also too, don't forget the side note as well that majority of the win cards and the commander, a lot of this stuff is based off of the Tanuki style art from Japanese culture. So
Trash pandas.
if people are interested in that being a reason to buy this, which I've been fighting back and forth myself, because
surprise.
This is a cool thing I like. Okay, it's Tanukis, and also the shrine is that way too. But otherwise, other than that, this is I don't know. I think it's a good deck for someone if they want something kind of cool.
something a little different. Yep.
It's a little different. It's also good. Like technically, this is a really good starting point for a cool 5-color deck if you are interested in like kind of wanting to build something. Because a lot of these cards in here aren't cheap. Like if you've looked at Revel and Riches, or
the value is
like
the value is
there.
worth it.
Yeah, the value's there for a majority of the cards. Even like a lot of the other stuff, like monologue taxes in here. What else was there? Mystic Remora's in there. We have the new Ghoulish Impetus that came out of the March Machines Commander product. You have, like I said, there's so many cool things like Homeward Path. That was another one I think someone was talking about. Like this is one that's kind of crept up in price a little bit because it hasn't had a printing in a while. So this is a good. This would be one that I would definitely say of all the Commander decks they've made so far, past the very first one, this is probably one that the value will hold and the value for it is worth it on buying versus like other ones. Like I bought the Angel one. I think the Angel one's really cool, but the Angel one I also feel like there wasn't much value over time type of stuff from that deck. Like there might have been a few cards and that was it. So like the cost of the 150 price tag might not hold, versus like this one could. This has a lot of stuff in it. And then the other part too is this, once again, like all the times when they make these decks, they also have lots of really cool alternate art. So like I said, if you're into the Tanuki stuff and think that's really cool, it's a great way to buy something like that.
But other Secret Lair news, because this didn't get put in. The Secret Lair website has something called the Secret Lair Chaos Vault.
Oh, I did miss that.
Nothing has, no details have been announced about it. No date has been given. Obviously, if you're not on the mailing list for the Secret Lair stuff, go get signed up so you can find out what this is, get more information as it's released.
Do you have any speculation?
Something tells me, like, maybe this will be like a pay $30 and get a random Secret Lair from the past. That's where I'm going.
That would be my thought too.
That would be pretty
Chaos
cool.
Vault being like from the
and I
vault.
would guess that it would be anything that isn't Universes Beyond.
Yeah, it'd be even better.
Yep.
Oh man, you know how cool it'd be to get a fucking fairies one?
Right.
That
You know what? Here would be the funny thing is though they include Universes Beyond and they get permission to do like X number of them.
of the Marvel ones.
Not even like I'm talking all Universes Beyond. In the hypothetical world, I buy one. You know what I would just fucking kick myself about? I would get the fucking Doctor Who one that I bought. The Doctor cards.
Oh no!
If this is what happens, that I would go. I mean, I'll spend $40 and get something random. Why not?
Why not?
And Merry Christmas to me. Let's be surprised.
I'm a Magic player. I'm a gambler.
Doctor Who shows up.
Oh, which one did I get? Fuck! I have all these cards.
Yeah.
Side note that you might appreciate here, Garrett. So my little one and I, we went to the Parade of Lights downtown.
Yep.
My wife and an older son, they stayed home because they didn't want to be in the cold, and they watched Doctor Who.
Nice.
They're on the bald one in the leather jackets.
Oh, they started with. They started back with the revival.
They're
At the beginning of the revival.
Yeah, they're jumping around and stuff because I know that they were watching the last one with the new guy. I can't remember his name.
I can't remember how to pronounce it.
Yeah, they started with that and they really liked him. And my oldest son has been begging my mom or begging my wife, being like, "We need to watch Doctor Who," and she's like, "Okay, I'll comply. Let's do this. Let's have mother son time for
That's
this."
a good one. It's a great show. There are definitely some scary bits. I can't look at angel statues the same. Ever. I can't look at photos of angel statues ever without going or hearing certain knocking patterns. Can't do it. I can't take people in gas masks seriously anymore. Are you my mommy? Yeah. And then when I'm forgetting something, I think there's an alien around. So
That's fair.
I haven't watched a lot of Doctor Who, but one that has stuck with me was the gladiator protecting the love of his life throughout the centuries.
The Centurion?
Yeah.
The last Centurion?
That guy.
A.K.A. Rory? Protecting Amy?
I don't remember the names of these people, but
in
it was
the Pandorica?
It was a very beautiful story, and I think it was with...
As the universe is imploding on itself and it has to restart due to the TARDIS exploding. Sorry for spoilers. That episode's been on for many, many years. Deal with it.
Is that Matt Nash? No.
Matt Smith.
Matt Smith?
Yeah, Matt Smith's doctor.
I was getting close.
Hey, you got Matt right.
Yeah.
Way to go, Matt.
Yeah, good job, Matt.
You would think that you would remember that one at least a little bit better, considering you share a name.
And he's the popular one, right?
One of the popular ones, yeah. David Tennant, as far as the revival goes, is probably the most popular.
Oh, and David Tennant's in Harry Potter, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he plays Crowley Jr.
See, part of me thinks you were trying to be a jackass there and do the normal thing you do about pissing me off about things like that. Joke's on you, fucker!
Hey.
He is actually in Harry Potter.
Damn.
I knew this day would come.
Yeah.
But yes, Doctor Who's tangents aside here.
No, you want a really good transition?
Let's hear it.
They're discussing who potentially could come back as a master. Hey, cool. Let's talk about Pioneer Masters.
Hello.
That's pretty good.
Right.
Took me for a loop.
Hey.
Got him.
Any of you guys watched the Pioneer Masters streaming event? I didn't.
I did not know.
No. I don't play Pioneer.
Yeah,
Okay.
This one, was, I was going to type up a quick thing for the quickies because that's
There you
pretty
go.
much it.
Type-
It's just,
Cards have been previewed.
yeah.
That's about it.
You play Arena. Are you excited for Pioneer Masters? We're no longer going to be having Explorer now after this is going to be Pioneer.
Yeah.
That's
So
all.
I'll just
Okay,
I'll
that's
just
about
shift
the
my
only
I'll just
exciting
shift
thing I'm excited about.
I'll just shift my Explorer deck to a Pioneer deck, which it pretty much already is.
I was about to
So,
say,
finally.
I think it just automatically, like, we're under the Explorer tab, it just says Pioneer now.
pretty much, yeah. So there you go. I mean, Pioneer's
So
going to be
300
on Arena, which it kind of already was.
Did they
so,
say how many cards? I think it was like 348 cards got added in.
Yeah.
To,
So
to add more. And they were going to keep
make
an
it
eye
so
out.
make it so that more Pioneer versus Explorer cards are in there. So then Pioneer is actually Pioneer on Arena. So
Yeah.
there's a quick rundown.
They did it by the end of the year, like they said they were going to.
We might as well have done that as a quickie. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's talk. New Year's coming up. And with the new year comes new Magic shit,
Yeah.
including a remastered set to start us off.
Is that like your actual tone? Are you of one of the many that are a little sad about the Innistrad remastered here?
I think I'm just more so, it's not that Innistrad's getting remastered, it's the fact that we're getting another remastered set. And it just, I have been talking a lot with my coworker that also plays Magic, that he said his play group has actually kind of died down a little bit with wanting to play because of all the recent shit with Wizards and Hasbro. Mainly talking about like the Marvel Secret Lair stuff. It's just like, that's bullshit. And so they're like, oh, and then one of the other things we'll talk about later is also a factor, and I've got a good segue and intro to it, so I'm not going to announce it yet.
Okay.
Good.
But talking about that, or it's actually the very next thing, so we'll talk about it in a minute. But too much Magic product coming out, various other things happening. It's like you're doing the exact opposite of what a lot of people in the community have been asking.
Yeah.
Give us a little bit of a break. Maybe you don't have to go back to just 3 releases of a new set.
Yeah, no. Just keep it like it should be.
Like-
Four sets a year, and then give us one little extra thing for either
Like a master
Commander,
set of some type.
Master set. Yeah, just like sprinkle it somewhere.
I was
what
even
it
talking
is.
just go back to Masters, have one Masters release of some kind.
Yeah.
3 to 4 new sets.
Well, I say 4 because like it just follows the seasonal pattern. is all.
3 to 4, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And then go back to Commander's decks just being released once a year.
Yes.
Like,
Stop releasing them at
Ugh.
my standard event stuff. It's too much.
Anyway, Innistrad Remastered's coming out. We've got some important things for you to know as far as for those of you who are the more collecting savvy people. Obviously, since this has been announced, one of the big things that has excited a lot of people is Edgar Markov is finally getting
An accessible.
an accessible
reprint.
reprint. So,
Since the very first printing of 2017 Commander decks.
um,
Judge promo doesn't count.
Does not count.
nope, because it's not accessible.
No.
So, this $75 card is getting some reprinting, which is great. So it'll have a standard border, it'll have a retrofitting border, it'll have a showcase border,
Fang treatment style.
and then it will have the movie poster version.
Plus also it
It's
is the
serialized.
Yeah. Not rephrase that though a little bit. I'm pretty sure like you can get this also a movie theme poster for like a regular one and not serialized, but this is the only serialized card in the set
Yes.
out of 500. It's
Yeah,
the
there's
movie theme version. Which
they're switching this, and it's going to be more than just with Innistrad, but like
Yes.
each one of the sets will have one serialized card,
of 500, and it could be
and it'll get some kind of special treatment.
Yeah, they've learned from their past sets, their past remastered, where Ravnica Remastered had like 50
Yeah.
different serialized out of 500
Yep.
cards.
And then
Still
you
have
had,
yet,
and
still
then you
have
had,
yet to pull a fucking serialized card.
and then
Brothers
you have
War.
Murders of Karlov, which had like a smaller listing. So then the Ravnica Remastered ones are worth nothing really, unless it was a high level playable commander
Yeah.
card / whatever. But then you have something like the new the new Aurelia out of Murders, which was part of a small roster of legendaries. Which, if you pulled one of those, that's like $1,000 card, because there's so small printings of, because $250, and also the fact that once again, you had a set that kind of tanked because it wasn't that good, even though the best part of it was just the lands. So, yes, I'm glad that they're doing this finally, where it's going forward. And of course, we also know which one it is for Ether Drift because they showed it off.
Yep. Spark Heart.
It's the new equipment Planeswalker Ether Spark thingamajig. So
That we know nothing about.
no, but it's cool looking.
Yep.
It's cool looking.
But these cards, just in case you're wanting to know the actual name, these are going to be called the Headliner cards. So this one, again, it's Edgar Markov. There will be 500 serialized printings in the movie poster treatment with the double rainbow foiling.
Woot woot.
And
All
then
across the sky.
these will only be able to be found in the
card.
in the Innistrad remastered collector boosters. These cards are only in English but appear in all language of the collector's boosters. They are mechanically identical to their non-serialized counterparts. There you go. And then movie poster and borderless cards for the Innistrad Flare themed themed Flare. So like Emrakul, the Promised End, is coming back, which is also another big one because
she's costly, man.
it hasn't had a reprint, a functional reprint.
I think it
It
had
had a
it had
secret layer.
and it had a list printing. Wasn't it on a list?
I think it was
I'll
just a
check
secret
out.
layer.
Okay.
But then some of the other cards that are going to be getting some kind of old school horror treatments. Young Wolf is in there.
Very elegant.
Yes.
Oh, that's John Stanko. That's John Stanko.
John
art.
Stanko.
He's the one that did the original Drown in the Lock and
Nice.
Master of the Dead, and I got his signature on those two cards when we were at
Hell
MagicCon
yeah.
Minneapolis.
Yes, correct on the only in a secret layer.
Yep. There we go.
Okay.
But then you've got some. So again, those borderless cards is if you're looking for where they will be. Borderless cards will appear in Innistrad Remastered play boosters and collector boosters, but the movie poster cards will only appear in the collector boosters.
That checks.
Yeah. So showcase frames from the past sets are returning to new cards. So like Blood Artist is one of the big ones that they showed, getting a nice new treatment
Sorry.
with the borders and everything.
Zifang.
So those will be in play boosters and collector boosters, and then more cards are going to be getting the retro framing. So like Archangel Avacyn will be getting one. Those will be available in every pack. Let's see here, some more details for you, so that way you know. Remember, MSRPs are back, baby, for better or for worse. They at least give everyone a fighting chance to not have to break your wallet.
It's fair.
All right, so
I'll take what I get.
Innistrad Remastered cards are legal where already, so they're legal in formats that they are already legal in.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's a remastered set.
Yeah.
It's
It's coming in standard.
It's just giving some new printings for some cards that maybe will reduce the pricing and everything. But
Also give you a little flavor to your commander decks or
Yeah.
whatever else. Give it a little style.
play boosters are going to be $6.99. Collector boosters are going to be $29.99. There are going to be some Explore Innistrad with preview events stuff and preview or pre-order stuff going on. So like Deadeye Navigator is going to be one of those cards you can get.
This art, I just got to say, when I first saw this art, I'm like, oh my fucking god.
This is
Looks
cool.
good. Looks
The-
good.
And I'm a little sad, Commander player. I was a fan of Deadeye Navigator being as popular in Commander as it was back in the day, and now it's really fallen off the wayside.
You can still
It
play it if
You
you,
can
like
still-
it.
You can still play it. You'll get called a boomer, but you can still play it.
I still play it in my fucking
Why don't you-
Etrata deck.
Hey,
Point taken.
Why don't you put it with?
Fuck you.
Why don't you put it with your Hullbreaker Horror
Yeah.
in a deck, huh?
I
Yeah.
know, right?
Yeah, your 25 billion Hullbreaker horrors.
All right.
Blink a nose for days.
But some other stuff that's going on too. So there will be preview events happening at WN Premium stores from January 17th to the 23rd. The set release will be on January 24th. There will be launch parties that you'll get the Deadeye Navigator promo card while supplies last. Remember, a lot of things are while supplies last.
Yeah.
Or maybe, I don't know, I really want Paradox to bring back the, what was it, the Treasure Vault events.
Oh, yeah.
Where they had like any of the extra promos just got given out.
Yes.
But you had to play.
They did something like that for Black Friday.
Yeah.
We got some like promo cards if you spent X amount of dollars.
Yep. They always do that if they have extra stuff for that type of thing, which is nice.
But then
Get rid of that bulk.
I'm super excited for this one. Throbbing Inspector.
It's got a borderless version.
Got a borderless version now. So there's that. The movie posters we've already talked about. The Equinox and the Fang treatments are getting a return.
Yep.
Retro frames, double-faced cards are coming back. Meat Hook Massacre is getting a reprinting. Snapcaster Mage is getting a reprinting.
With original arts.
Yes, sir. And then, like I said, Edgar Markov, which I think is going to be the big thing for a lot of people, actually gets a functional reprint.
Yep.
With various different versions.
Yeah, you get a retro version, you get the regular version, you get the showcase version, and you can get a Movie Pros version, or you can get a serialized version.
All right, so then just a quick breakdown. Each play booster, 14 cards, 5 single-face common cards, 1 double-face common card, 3 uncommon cards. There's a 0.6 chance of an Equinox treatment for an uncommon here or a wild card slot. Wild card of any rarity will get 1. Rare or mythic will get 1 slot. 1 non-foil retro frame of any variety will get 1 slot, and then 1 traditional foil of any rarity will get 1 slot as well. And then you get a basic land where 20% chance for a traditional foil basic land, and then you get 1 token or art card as well. For those ones that have, a slot for any rarity, there's a breakdown of, what those would look like. Obviously, the rarer the rarity, the lesser the chance of getting one, so it makes it even cooler when you get one.
That's right.
All right, and then the collector boosters, 15 cards, so you get 4 traditional foil commons, 3 traditional foil uncommons, 1 traditional retro frame basic land, 2 non-foil fun commons or uncommons. This will be, those retro frames, the Showcase Fang, the Equinox, or the Borderless. Each slot has a 44.3% chance of a retro frame common, and then again goes down the list as far as what the rarity is.
Yep.
1 traditional foil fun common or uncommon card, 1 traditional foil default treatment rare or mythic rare card, 2 non-foil fun or booster fun rare or mythic rares. Again, rare it is, less common it is to get. I think that should be pretty universally knowledgeable at this point. And then 1 traditional foil, booster fun rare or mythic rare card. Again, you know the way the stats go on that one. The rarer it is, the less likely it is to get. And then a traditional foil double-sided token.
I don't know about you. This sounds like a lot of fun.
So are you saying that you're hyped about this?
I actually am.
This will be fun. I do like Innistrad. So
yeah, of the remastered like, don't get me wrong, I don't really feel like I need to go back to Innistrad ever again for stuff. But of all the remasters they brought out, this one's I feel like it's gonna have a pretty good list of cards of things that you would kind of want to have, versus like the remastered last year being Ravnica, this year's being Ravnica. Like, the only thing I wanted out of there was the Shocklands. So, like, I mean, this actually seems like an enjoyable product to get. But I could be wrong.
yeah. So, all right. The last bit of news is as if you're jumping into a cold lake and you're a male and there's some shrinkage happening. But this time, it's happening with your booster boxes.
No.
Not your dillywinker.
Not my tallywhacker.
Not your tallywhacker.
My
Not
dinghy.
your twigs and berries. It's your booster packs that are getting shrunk in your booster boxes.
Son of a bitch.
Was that the train you thought I was going to go down?
This is not the train I thought you were going to go down.
Where did you think I was going to go?
Well, with talking about like products and stuff. I thought it was just gonna be a fun little like talking about losing products.
We got
Oh
tariffs.
yeah,
on
you
our
got
shit.
shrinkage.
The shrinkage. Yeah.
So for those of you who haven't heard, as of shit, what's that? Is it going to be Aether Drift? As of Aether Drift, your booster box sizes for the set boosters, the play boosters, are going down from 36 to 30.
Play booster 30s.
Yep. So you only get 30 packs in those play booster boxes. A lot of people are pissed. Again, going back to my conversation with my coworker, this is another thing that people like. His play group is just like, what the fuck? This makes 0 sense. We asked you for less product to be released, not less product for what you released. This is dumb.
Well, doesn't this mean the chances are higher of getting more stuff?
I don't think you understand statistics the way it's meant to
I
be
know.
understood. Do I need to get Ben in here to just give you a lecture on statistics?
No, I just have hopes. I have educated wishes, okay?
I don't think those are educated wishes. I think they're delusional fantasies.
Possibilities always around.
So
So the set booster boxes are reducing the number of packs you get. It's
I mean, technically the price will be cheaper because it's 6 less packs.
yeah,
for the box, yeah, but the packs are staying the same.
I mean, it makes sense.
This
The
is
packs
even more
stay the
reason
same. They're not
to
changing.
buy
packs.
singles.
Oh.
Throwing that out there. Buy singles.
Matt already hit the nail on the head. We're fucking gambling addicts, and we like to open packs. Damn it!
That's why I buy a collector box.
So the thing that was stated
The
by
world.
Mark Rosewater and by another WotC staff on Reddit was they
God, this
took
picture's evil.
they took the feedback from players talking about. Okay, so
I think they misinterpreted the feedback. I think they.
Shit.
what they heard.
I'm just a math intervention teacher, but the math ain't mathin' here. Okay.
We ain't mathing, dog.
The feedback that they got prior to Murders at Karlov Manor, because that's when play boosters became a thing and they stopped doing set boosters, because set boosters were boxes of 30 packs or 28 packs.
You talking about draft boosters?
No, set boosters.
Set boosters were
bo-
30, yes.
Yeah, set booster boxes were 30. So the
Yeah.
thing is, like, everyone liked set boosters, and
The
so
way they fucking acted, yes.
they associated liking set boosters. Okay,
no,
now
no,
we
no.
got play booster packs as a thing. Let's now make that the size of a set booster.
Stupid.
So first off, yes, you're losing less. You're getting less packs, but you're not. You're paying less accordingly. So for the packs, you're 6 packs less.
Yeah.
That's 36
Well,
bucks
okay.
cheaper.
So we'll break it down even more. So those times where people are like, I want to get a collector box and I want to get a play booster box, but I don't have enough money to afford it now. You technically can, which is fine. It does work out where, like, yes, you can have one of each and be happy and go home and be like, I'm gonna go crack these packs. So,
I'll fucking crack your skull here in a second.
but the reality of the whole thing though is, like, I agree with Garrett. I think there's a misinterpretation, like you're talking about for the thing, which is 100% there is.
We want less product.
But-
okay, we'll give you less in your boxes.
But-
That's not fucking what we meant.
I will say that it is, to an extent, though. Like I said, it'll be nice in the situation of, like, I buy this box, I can buy this box, I'm good to go. Okay, because, like, I mean, really, like, how much stuff do you really need? And then secondly, just buy singles. I'm gonna still put it out there. Just keep buying singles. I love buying singles.
Here's a big rebuttal from drafters specifically online to this is
Go for it.
there before with the booster box 36 packs that has been deemed for a pot of 8 24 boosters.
Yep.
And then with the remaining
For prize stuff.
8 is prize,
True.
but now and that's been reduced down to less.
Yeah.
6
Well,
less.
I'm sorry. The reality is this: when you go to a store and play, they don't care. They just crack boxes open and give you prizes.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it by yourself with your friends type of thing, you can do it just like Garrett and I did with our friends in college, which was we got 2 fucking boxes so that way you could have prize support and you could also pay, or you could have people buy more packs from you too. That's just what we did.
Yeah, there's always
Buy 2 boxes.
There's always workarounds.
They'll also be cheaper.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I know. I understand. I knew right away when you're going with that. Yes, it's to do with the drafting stuff because like the prize support breaks down for the players because you have like you said 8 packs left at the end of it, right?
Well, so 24 packs and you'd have 12.
And you have 12 packs left,
So
which should break it down for
you're losing half the packs.
Yeah, I get it. So essentially, basically the bottom 2 people, the top or of the table there, they just don't get shit.
Yeah.
Top 6 get it now. That's it.
Get better at drafting.
Get better at drafting, fool.
I believe it's called Get Good Scrub.
Get good.
Anthony, he's very well versed in that book.
I am really well versed in that.
I don't think he's read it the way we meant him to read it.
No, he definitely has not.
You mean you're not supposed to use this toilet paper?
He forgot his peepers.
Yeah.
Listen, I ain't ever gonna wear no fucking glasses.
All right, that's all we got for the news. That's all we got.
Can we play our favorite game now, please?
Let's play the favorite game. Let's get this moving.
Ooh, buddy.
It's time. Wait, whose turn is it?
Matthew.
Perfect. Then I can go do my normal spiel.
Yeah.
It is time for everyone's favorite game brought to you by MTG Stocks, who put out a wonderful article called the Weekly Winners article where they talk about 3 to 4 cards moving up in price and 3 to 4 cards moving down in price. The game we like to play is we say the card, we give a little bit of information about the price and everything, we say what the card does, we say where it's legal in, and all that shit.
Yeah.
And then we make the person guess of what format and what type of deck is making it go up. For those of you sitting there and have never listened to us play this game and are going, well, what about Commander? It could be a lot of... We want the Commander.
Listen.
That's what we want.
We simplify
want
that for you.
the Commander.
Yeah.
For every other format, we just want...
Commander and the Commander.
We just want kind of the main
strategy
idea of the deck. And you know, obviously the colors and all that shit too. But you know what? That's where we're at.
Or the colorless. All right, sorry, moving on.
So, we also keep score on this one, too, to see who's better at guessing and knowing what the fuck is going on in the Magic world, especially now that a lot of us are playing different formats and everything, too. It really opens things up to see what's what and all of that jazz. So,
You want the scores before or after?
Before.
Let's go with before and see if you can keep up with yourself.
Okay, starting off, we have me with 2 points. Good old solid 2. After me is Garrett, also with a solid 2.
Fuck yeah.
After that, we have Anthony the Ninth.
Yeah.
With 1.97.
Should have been 2, but I accept it. I missed out by 0.03%.
And then we
fucking
got
top 8.
Oh, I gotta find the stuff written down. Danny, I forgot to type in Danny's one as well.
He's on there. He's 1.5.
But I think he did one last week, the other week.
Oh, well,
Between the two
anyway.
of us. So Danny's at 1.5, but I think he has more. I'll double check.
Anyway, the added perk to this game is we always enjoy Matt talking himself out of the correct answers.
He's good at it.
The rest of us are really good at just either giving the answer or not getting it right. Matt gets the answer right and then talks himself out of it.
I like to overthink.
Yep.
I'm a very good overthinker.
Well, are you ready to start overthinking?
Oh, good.
I'm very nervous. I haven't kept up with prices at all this past week.
All right, here we go. The first card coming out of Bloomborough, Storm Chaser's Talent. No. It went up 144%, sitting at $13.71. Different numbers I'm working with in my head.
Totally fine.
Average price, which is what people are trying to sell it for right now, because this article comes out on Friday. We read it on Saturday. So maybe small changes in prices.
Most likely not.
So the average price right now for this one, which what people are trying to sell it for, is $12.99. Market price, which is what people are actually buying it for, is $13.10. Foils for this card, $14. European average, €4, 16 cents. All-time low for this card is 72 cents. All-time high, $15.90. This is not a reserved list card, just in case you were wondering.
Oh, thank you.
It does have 2 other printings, a pre-release and a promo pack version. Now, to what the card does. It is a enchantment. It's a class, so you can pay a mana cost, and it goes up in levels. It's 1 blue to get it out there. When it comes in or enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 blue and red otter creature token with prowess level 2, which is 3 colorless and a blue. When this becomes level 2, return target instant or sorcery from your graveyard to your hand. Level 3, which is 5 colorless and a blue. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery card, create a 1/1 blue and red otter creature token with prowess. This card is legal in Legacy, Modern, Pioneer, Historic, Vintage, Standard, Commander, Brawl, Timeless, Oathbreaker, and did I miss anything? Nope. Cool. It's not legal in Pauper or Penny.
Damn.
So, my dear friend, why is this card moving up in price? Give us the format first.
Standard.
Okay. Deck?
And the deck is the like these blue-red prowessy decks. I think some of them. Jeez, I'm gonna be a little tilted because I don't know if I'm gonna make this part of the official answer. But if it involves the deck where it's like the Tolarian Terror and the whatever crab as well, where it's like a spell-based deck, it's very prowessy. But I think it's just the blue-red prowess deck in Standard that's doing pretty good. That's becoming popular.
Final answers? Locking it in?
Yeah, I'm locking it in that. If it does turn out to be the Tolarian Terror, no, I'm kicking myself pretty hard for that one.
Well, start kicking yourself.
Is it really?
No.
Because I was about to say, God damn, because I got my ass handed to me twice by that deck because it's a up beanstalk with these things that reduce the mana cost of stuff. So and then Storm Chaser's talent is pretty good with her because you got like 5-drop spells.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I'm going to give you 0.75.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's Sultai or Simic tempo decks. So,
Okay.
So you've got a little bit of it, but you missed the green piece. So like I'm giving you most of it there.
Is the green piece because of the up the beanstalks is in those decks? Damn it. Okay.
It's the teamer
But then
thing.
Invasion of Ixalan, it's got the Enduring Vitality.
Yep.
Up the Beanstalk is one of them. Bushwhack being another one, which is a fucking awesome card.
Yeah,
Good
so
card.
But it's rocked my face a couple of times.
the deck we talked about, it's the teamer one, flood
Yep,
color.
yep.
Fucking Christ.
Yep.
But
So
still pretty close though, actually.
all right,
You didn't talk yourself out of it.
you didn't.
Yeah,
I'm
you
actually
guys-
impressed.
You guys would have laughed so hard if I actually was like,
Oh,
no, I
fuck.
have high hopes. It's this fucking Tolarian Terror big spell back. You both know
I'm
I'm
that.
kind of
would've-
curious
I
to
would've-
know what the Sultai and Simic tempo decks look like for this stuff.
If it
Well,
is,
one of them's right there.
I was about to
No,
say,
this is teamer. This isn't Sultai.
Oh, never mind. Whatever.
I play elves. I don't give a fuck.
I make things and I swing.
Wee.
wee, everything sideways.
Exactly. That's the
Hiya!
idea.
The Parker Schaffel way.
It's the only way. It's the only way. You turn things sideways.
That's Wincy Games.
Exactly. All right. You ready for number 2?
Let's turn
Little
sideways.
bit.
All right. Anoint with Affliction went up 156%, sitting at $3.25 as of yesterday. Today, the average price is $2.89. Market price is $1.92. Foils, $4.09. European average is 31 cents. All-time low for this is 18 cents. All-time high is $4.80. No, this is not a reserve list card. There are no other printings for this card.
It's a common.
It's a comic.
For a generic and a black, you get an instant. Exile target creature if its mana value is 3 or less. It has corrupted, which is if your opponent has 3 or more poison counters, you can exile
The creature instead.
that creature instead.
Straight exile.
Yep.
No restriction.
Beautiful.
Nothing stopping you. This is legal in Legacy, Modern, Pioneer, Historic, Vintage, Standard, Pauper, Commander. It is also in Explorer, Historic, and Timeless. There we go.
Yep.
So, my good sir, you got a guess?
Standard and the Demir mid-range decks. Now, this is where I'm going to get kicked in the shin if it actually turns out to be the fucking fairy deck because of that stipulation that we were talking about prior to this show.
Don't
And-
worry. If it was some of that, I would give it to you still.
I
Okay,
wouldn't.
so
Because I'm an asshole.
I would, just the principle that it shouldn't be called Demir Fairies anyways, if it ever was.
standard for the Dimir mid-range deck, where it has Fairy Mastermind and Enduring Curiosity, cover my bases here, cut downs, go for the throats, because it's a premier common that only has one printing. From a set, I'm guessing maybe it wasn't open that much then, but I thought everybody loved one.
This?
Yeah, like one in.
All be one. Oh, that was open a lot.
Yeah,
It's
so
just.
it's just one of those odd commons that are moving up in price because of this deck being very popular. I mean, did we talk about? Yeah, it had like a 56% win rate.
Well,
is
yeah,
what
but
we
you
were-
also have to look how many formats is it legal in too.
Well, yeah, it's legal, but it's only getting played primarily in standard. Like, I mean, oh my god, I'm gonna be I'm a little tilted maybe if it's like, oh, it's actually modern that's making it, but standard Dimir, mid range,
I'm only saying that
Final
because
answers?
of opening stuff.
locked in,
Locked in?
locked in.
Well, it's Pioneer.
I can't tell if you're fucking gonna say I'm just kidding.
It
or
says
not.
Pioneer right here.
Are you fucking serious?
Well, I mean, at the end of it, before it talks about standard.
You had me fucking going here. I'm like, oh my god, this is how
It
I
is-
almost had you going too.
you did.
it is the Azorius Tempo or the Reanimator decks with Haunting Djinn and the Oculus cards. So killing creatures is a big thing. Obviously, we don't have Go for the Throat in standard right now. So
Yes, we do.
Is it?
We have Go Throat and Standard.
Is it?
Yep.
Nope. This whole the whole thing with this card is
Yeah.
anything of the mana value of 3 or less that deals with anything doing like your Oculus, Hadi Jin, great thing to get rid of because they're really small with the Reanimator Azorius decks. And then the other
The
part
Gruul
is
stuff.
it's the Gruul / red decks that have the do damage and whatever else, flinging stuff and whatever.
Yep.
It's great removal. And like Garrett said, this is finding its way into Pioneer because, come on, it's
great removal.
It's a good fucking card for 2 mana. So
It
All right.
exiles.
All right.
that's right, and it's common.
There's only 3 cards this week, so let's go to number 3. You get the full point on that one. So you're sitting at 175.
Yeah.
Okay, this week. Look at that. You've almost gotten to your same score.
Wow.
All right, last card. Preston the Vanisher went up 64%, sitting at $25.84.
Preston.
This came out of Jumpstart 2022.
Whoa, that's
Hold
an
on.
old
Average
set.
price for this.
There's 2 Prestons in Magic.
Yeah.
If I had a nickel, I'd have 2 nickels. It's just odd. I have 2 nickels.
Which isn't a lot, but I mean, it's weird that it happened twice.
Yeah.
That'd be 10 cents. Good job there, Cotton.
Okay, so the Vanisher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That guy.
This guy.
The average price for this is $25.29. Market is $21.60. European average, $10 or €10.03. All-time low for this, $7.99. All-time high, $25.84. It's not a reserve list card. There are no other printings of this card.
It's a jumpstart card.
It is a Jumpstart card.
What else are you gonna do?
So, for 3 in a colorless, you get a legendary creature, Rabbit Wizard, that
Rabbit.
whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, if it wasn't cast, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's a 0/1 illusion, and it has an ability. 1 in a colorless, sacrifice 5 illusions, exile target non-land permanent. This is legal in Legacy, Vintage, Commander, and Oathbreaker. Nothing else.
That's a short list.
Now, good sir, can you tell me why this card's moving up in price?
I'm very nervous about this one, right?
You should be. I'm excited. This is where I know you're going to talk yourself out of something.
My
Okay.
favorite part.
My first instinct is
Do
just
it.
saying
Do it.
Do it.
Commander.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking of
Okay.
like the Legacy
Okay.
stuff that I've been watching
right.
recently. And I
Okay.
haven't seen anything in Legacy
Okay.
of Preston the Vanisher
I mean,
being a
whatever you
thing.
say.
Jesus Christ.
But the ability
Oh,
would make me
God.
believe that there's a Legacy gimmick with it. But Eternal Weekend just happened, and I do not recall seeing Preston the Vanisher in there. So I'm not going to say.
Your attention span's pretty short, so who knows?
It's true. You do have a short attention span.
I'm not. I think I'm locking it in more with Commander, and it's not going to be Legacy or Vintage.
I
I
mean,
mean, I'm just basing it off of Eternal Weekend. I don't
Okay.
recall seeing deck
Sure.
lists with Preston the Vanisher
Sure.
in it.
Okay.
And it's not due to short memory span. It's to maybe me not looking at all the deck lists thoroughly. But I know, like,
Yeah, whatever you say.
the Mystic Forge decks did really good in Legacy at that point.
Okay.
Okay, commander. I don't know if it's because of it being the commander itself. I think maybe it goes into a deck whenever a non-token creature enters under your control if it wasn't cast. Does it have something to do with the overlords? Because you cast them for their impending. You still cast them with their impending, right? You don't.
You can.
Okay, so it's still a
Or you
cast.
normally cast them too.
Right. Yeah, normally cast them. But like with the impending, it's like if this is out, you impend it, that's a casting cost and not like an alternative payment. Right?
Yeah, but
Okay. Okay.
whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's the cast, so it's not going to be those. Oh my god, I don't fucking know where this is coming from. What's the commander stuff?
Whisper.
is there- There's nothing in the new
Mumble.
Goshinta deck that just came out. I'm trying to think of like recent commander products.
No, Goshinta deck was the 20 Ways to Win Secret Lair deck.
Right, so I'm just like if people are prepping, like if there's a card in there that makes this do good with that. Is there a fucking card in there where you have a non-token creature? Oh my God,
In the
no.
words of our dear friend Billy Madison. Today, Junior.
Oh my god. Commander. What's the Duskmourn? What's the Duskmourn creature that we got? Was there anything in Foundation that was good with this? Oh my god. I don't think so. Because we had a Johnny. The cats? The cats? Non-token. Oh, but cats makes tokens. Goddamn. Commander in a reanimator deck of sorts.
Okay.
Half a point. So you ready for the best part of this? You talked yourself up.
Is it really
Something.
Legacy?
No, half a point. Half a point because
Okay.
it's commander.
Okay, I'm listening.
It is because
It is the commander.
it is the commander,
It is the commander. Okay.
but it does have a card from Foundations it really works well with.
Oh, what's the card? Oh, is it? No. The cat's a black cat, right?
No.
Heir apparent, buddy.
You know, remember there's also that other new white card, like the Templar?
Okay,
Rabbit Noble?
so this is seeing
I
a big
forgot
strategy
about that.
Short
where
attention span.
where Preston
This
is
a
being
short
played
attention
with
span.
flicker effects, with thrumming stone, and then
Circle.
and then
Remember.
hair apparent, because you
new
can
guy.
have as many of these in your deck as you want. Make it a true rabbit deck.
Truly rabbit.
Just as many of them show up as rabbitly possible.
Very rapidly possible.
The only thing that would make more of them show up is if the rabbits were Catholic.
But
All right, but it does care about making getting some tokens and everything, so it's a very fitting deck when you do things like Thrumming Stone gives Ripple 4. For those who don't remember what Ripple is, whenever you play a spell, you may reveal the top 4 cards of your library. You may play any of the revealed cards with the same name as the spell without paying their mana cost, hence the reason Heir Apparent's really good. You can have a lot of them in the deck.
Just keep playing them.
Whenever this creature enters the battlefield, is what Heir Apparent says, create a number of 1/1 white rabbit creature tokens equal to the number of other creatures you control named Heir Apparent.
Yeah.
And a deck can have as many cards named Heir Apparent in it as they want. So
I'm not upset. It's
I'm
glad.
I knew it would happen.
I'm glad it's not. I'm glad it's not legacy or vintage. That's all. Because I was going to be so upset if that was the actual case. When you said it, I was talking out of it. I'm like, oh, fuck, it was a reanimator deck. And one of those.
That would have been fucking great.
That would have been fucking great.
All right, on to the cheap pickups.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
We have Rootcast Apprenticeship extended art version that is at $2.11 and is moving up. This is from your Bloomborough Commander decks. This one also could be found on the collector boosters, just so you're aware. It has been identified by the good old MTG Penny Stocks premium featurette that is talking about this card and is been on a consistent uptrend. So keep your eyes for that if you're looking for it. This is a newer card that I will run through quickly just because it's not like the other ones where we already know them. This is a 3 and a green sorcery. It says choose 3. You may choose any number of modes more than once. Put 2+1/+1 counters on target creature. You can create a token that's a copy of target token you control. Target player creates a 1/1 green squirrel creature token, or target opponent sacrifices a non-token artifact. The next card that is slowly moving down is the Dryad of Elysian Grove out of your Modern Horizons 3 commander decks.
I thought you were going to say out of your mom there for a second.
Out of your mom. It is sitting at $6.68.
A Dryad of Elysian Grove would definitely be boinking your mom.
I mean, have you seen him?
That's why they're boinking
Yeah.
your mom.
This version, though, is a female, so, I mean.
They're boinking their mom. The point still
Happens.
stands.
Still stands. All right. Just so you know, this is that one. And then, of course, to end it, we have also Mana Reflection, which is stabilizing around $2.66. And this is also out of the Modern Horizons 3 Commander Decks version. So, other than that, that's the end of those from the stocks.
If you were looking to pick up any cards, go check out tcgsniper.com. They're a great price tracking resource where you enter in cards or products from TCG Player and get notified if they're moving up or down in price based on your preference of that. So you can like jump in on a selling wave or a buying wave and stuff. They're very great. They have it's free to make an account there, and you get 15 cards to submit or products to enter in. But if you sign up and say that the guys at This Week in MTG sent you, you get unlimited for 3 months. It's really worth it. Even just the free version, I would say. We all use it.
Yeah.
So go check out
That's
TCG
nice.
Sniper. Now, do you guys have anything else you want to add to the end of this episode before we hit the outro?
I got nothing.
No?
Well then, thank you, all you legendary Magic folk, for making it to the end of episode 237 of This Week in MTG. As we wrap up another episode, we want to extend our deepest gratitude to you, our incredible listeners. Your enthusiasm fuels our passion for all things Magic, and we're honored to be a part of this vibrant community. Stay tuned for more exciting updates, discussions, and insights in the world of MTG. Until next time, may your mana be plentiful and your draws ever favorable. Keep gathering those magical moments.
Peace out.
Bye.